What is going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I am your host, Terry, and welcome to the channel. Buy the dip, that's right, guys. In today's video, we're going to cover another OTC stock where I got an interviews with the CEOs. And like I said, this is not me recommending anything. This is just me bringing this to your attention. I'm wanting to bring you other stocks that other people isn't talking about. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I do not own any shares in this. I'm just keeping this on my watch list. Now, ticker symbol is EHVVF, EHAVE Inc., currently at a POG 0.069. That's right. So almost 77 cents right now. It's at a 0.069 cents. That's right, guys. It's 6 cents. I'm not sure what happened. This just sold off this morning, but it opened at 88 cents. It just dipped down to 6 cents. So there was a little bit of a sell-off. I don't know what really happened there. I was here looking on their website. I really don't see anything that would make it happen. You know, the market's very volatile right now. People don't want to have their money into, necessarily the OTC market right now. AMC and all is exploding. But here's a quick rundown of what the actual company is. Then we'll get into the CEO interview. EHAVE Inc. partners for blockchain-based identity verification software for the medical industry. Very, very interesting there. So they're going to have this blockchain-based identity verification software for the medical industry. They also have EHAVE expands its psychedelic mental health platform with MedChart. And they also have EHAVE announces plans to enter the 30 billion patent medical records industry. Guys, you can get all this information on their website at ehave.com. And like I said, this is not sponsored. Like I said, I just want to keep bringing you stocks that people are not talking about. And I got the CEO interview where they were on a show and talked more about their company. And just put something on your watch list for something different. That's all I'm really bringing this out for. It's just bringing some different stocks. Instead of the same old stuff, I want to bring you some new and fresh stuff to maybe just put a couple minutes of research into and see if you like it, you don't like it, just pass. And that's what I put in there. Is it a buy or a pass? And comment down below. So, guys, hope you enjoy the interview and leave a comment down below. Peace.
EHAVE Data Therapeutics is taking a leading role in the popularization of digital therapeutics using blockchain to verify records in the medical industry. So with me is the CEO of EHAVE and also Mytopia Therapeutics is Ben Kaplan, and then also Manadeep, who is a medical advisor and also CMO. So great to have you both here this morning.
Good morning, Jane.
So now let's start. Ben, what are you doing at EHAVE that has the street excited and talking about your company?
That's a great question. What we're doing over at EHAVE right now is we're digitalizing personal health records and concentrating on mental health in the psychedelic sector. We are trying to improve the path that a health record goes from the doctor's office into systems of hospitals, EMRs, EHRs, and then gets distributed out and sold anonymously without the patient getting compensated. So we feel that there's a path there to have each person that has a medical record a way to compensate themselves through blockchain technology and smart contracts.
Okay, makes total sense. And we're hearing a lot more of that these days, people getting paid for their data. So Manadeep, I mean, the mental health, the numbers are astonishing. I mean, how could this make an impact? And as a medical advisor, what are you advising about the psychedelic treatment in mental health?
So we fundamentally believe that psychedelics has a very wide scope in addressing various mental health disorders such as mood-based, anxiety-based, and psychotic disorders. And we are aiming to sort of identify the underlying triggers using the technology itself so that we make a lasting impact on the overall space for the coming decade.
And then tell me a little bit about like this, I mean, this is new research, and I know there has been a lot of really promising research in terms of psychedelics and treating depression and things like that. I mean, where does this stand right now in terms of a viable treatment for mental health?
Yeah, so definitely psychedelics has a long history since the human existence. It has shown some promising pathways when it comes to addressing various mental health conditions, and we identify that. Necessity of this molecules is in current circumstances is important more than ever, and the various molecules in the psychedelic sector itself have a very promising upside to treat and address various mental health conditions. So we believe the future is very bright.
Yeah, no, it's really very interesting research that's been going on to it and promising as well. So now being your dashboard, how and why would the medical community benefit? What role is blockchain playing in the healthcare sector?
Sure. Well, the dashboard we created was to give a better connection between mental health and new compounds. And today, we're looking at connecting all the data from different applications and wearables into one system and giving insight to the doctors, a visual to assess the patient. Blockchain falls into data sharing, security, and licensing with the presence of controls over the data. And today we're looking to give a visual to a medical professional on what a patient looks like before they get analyzed using AI technology and certain surveys, so the professional can see what they're up against before they have to see the patient. So the blockchain and the dashboard together will compile a lot of the data that's sitting out there fragmented today into one system.
Okay, so that'll be valuable information that'll help going forward. So, Mandy, do you think psychedelics might replace cannabis in terms of mental health, or is there a role for both of these as we move forward in healthcare?
So I fundamentally believe that both molecules in itself has a very bright future, and they can coexist. Despite cannabis has its own medical use, when it comes to psychedelics, it's very broad, and it addresses various conditions by addressing various aspects of human neuroplasticity, and we believe that down the lane the psychedelics would have a much greater impact, but that doesn't mean it cannot coexist with cannabis.
Okay, very interesting and kind of cutting edge healthcare. So thank you so much, Ben and Mandy, for joining us and explaining this. And I look forward to some updates as you go through the clinical trials and expand.
Thank you for your time, Jane.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jane.